Hey you guys, so the day has finally come. This is my cool sculpting video. I probably will do it part 2 because I feel like I'm going to see results later, like in like 5-6 months, you know, like maybe like around October. So I might do a part 2. Stay tuned for that if I do. But hello Instagram TV if you're coming from Instagram. Hello YouTube if you're coming from YouTube. I'm putting these on both so y'all don't have to chase this video because I know a lot of people have been waiting for it. But I finally feel like I can sit down and film it because I don't have so much going on and that I got my makeup room back from my boyfriend. So yeah, be filming it today. So I don't want to end this video being thankful. I want to start this video by saying thank you to Ovosk Med Spa for partnering with me and letting me like experience this journey. My confidence went way up with my stomach because the reason I chose Cool Sculpting is because y'all, my stomach fat is so stubborn. Like I was on keto, I lost 30 pounds, barely lost anything in my stomach. I was just like, really? So I really chose Cool Sculpting because that's my most insecure part of my body. And I feel like that would make me feel like vulnerable to y'all in a way. So I wanted to do something different and that's what I did. But again, there's a process. It was a process, but it was so worth it. All their information down below. They are located in Kissimmee, Florida. Again, it's Ovosk Med Spa. So yeah. Let's get into the details of Cool Sculpting. So Cool Sculpting is permanent and you freeze the fat away at -11 to -13 degrees. And yeah, the fat cells die, they crystallize, and then they leave your body through your sweat or your urine. Thankfully, I peed it out, honestly. I know TMI, but I peed a lot after I got Cool Sculpting. I peed a lot more, which I'm thankful because I hate sweating so much. I really just don't like it. Like I don't like feeling sweaty. And I was really scared that I was going to sweat my fat cells out, but I peed them out. I know, TMI, but we're just going to be blunt today. Okay, the areas that you can get Cool Sculpting is, I got mine in my flanks, which are the love handles, and my full, my lower abdomen, but you can do the full abdomen as well. Also, you can do the chin, the upper arm, armpit, back, inner and outer thighs, and the knees. So yeah, a whole bunch of places you can get rid of fat. The results take 8 to 12 weeks to see, but they can take as long as 6 months to get to like keep changing. Like it just depends on your body. It's like really on a case by case basis. So if you don't see anything within like a few weeks, don't be discouraged because you might drop a whole bunch like I did like week 8 through week 11. That was like, whoa. So, but I'm still seeing changes every day. My body does bloat very easily. So some days I'd be like, but most days I'd be like, oh, okay, you're looking good in the mirror. And you would not see results on the scale. I actually gained like 5 or 7 pounds. Yeah, I sucked at dieting during this process. I was very, very overwhelmed and stressed out, but I'm good now. Like I'm back on keto and I've actually dropped those 7 pounds already. So since I was weighed 2 weeks ago by them. So I've dropped 7 pounds since then. So we'll see how keto takes me because I'm going full in right now because I want to see full results. It shouldn't damage your skin at all. I will be showing you the process and like clips of how Cool Sculpting works later in the video, but it shouldn't damage your skin because it's such a long process. It's a longer process. So your skin will react naturally. I did bruise very, very, very badly and I did swell very badly, but it's all normal again. So, and I didn't get any stretch marks or anything. So because it's such a slow process, your skin definitely does react naturally. And y'all, I know y'all gonna ask, it's FDA cleared. So I just want to explain fat cells because I kind of didn't get it until Jordan, which is one of the people who took care of me, explained fat cells and how fat cells are, honestly. So I want to explain this, guys. I wanted to include this really, really, really bad. Okay, so I wrote it down. So I'm gonna be looking down. I went in, y'all. 2 pieces of paper. I went in. I wanted to give y'all the full details. So fat cells explain during your development, your aging, your body produces so many fat cells, but at a certain age, usually like the mid-20s. So once Cool Sculpting kills the fat cells, they're gone. Your body will eliminate them and they're gone. So how fat cells work, when you gain weight, they blow up, they get bigger. And then when you lose weight, they shrink. So less fat cells equals easier to lose weight, but also you still gain weight if you eat bad and don't exercise. But if you eat and exercise right, at least a little bit, they'll shrink. And it's less fat cells to try to shrink. So I understood it that way so good. So it's like I learned a lot during this process too. So basically less fat cells to expand. So that's how, if you want to see why this works and how this works, that's why. So the cost, basically different for each person because I feel like it's more so on a case-by-case basis depending on your size, how much fat you have, what your results wanting to be, and like wanting which area you want and how many sessions you need. I did 2 sessions, so I can't really remember how much mine was. You know, I didn't pay for it because it's, you know, a partnership, but I believe it was like $5,000 for 2 sessions. And then they do the Mayak treatments in between the sessions, like for like 2 weeks, I think. If I wasn't partnered with them, I would so do it because I don't like needles. I don't like surgery. I don't like, you know, I'm not saying like don't get it, but if you're not that type of person, you want something non-invasive, definitely look into it because it was honestly an experience. That's what I'm going to say. When I say an experience, because we're almost to my experience part. Okay. So we're almost to the pictures and the good stuff. Okay. So stay with me. I got a little bit more to go. So they do offer payment plans at my spa and they do promotions all the time. Just call them, contact them if you want to, you know, get a consult. You know, you should do it. If you really like have something you're insecure about and want to do it like a more non-invasive way, like I said, do it. I'm all for it. I'm going to be a spoiler alert. I had a good experience and it was rough, but it was good. But it was rough for me. It's usually not rough for people, but it was rough for me. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, let's get into my experience. So my experience, I made Jordan laugh a lot. I can just say I made Jordan laugh so much and it was all good. It was all good because once she laughed and one of my sisters was laughing, it was making me laugh because I ain't want nothing to do with nobody. I told my sister, do not touch me. Like I was going through it. So I just want to put in something. I really love the staff. Leslie, Jordan, and Hazel took care of me and I love them so much. Like they started to feel like kind of family. They have this like really down to earth personalities, like all of them do. They have a really good sense of humor, especially Leslie. Like he's funny. But they also are really easy to understand. They're very clear. They let you ask questions. I actually didn't have to ask any questions because they were so clear. So I really like appreciate them so much. So my first like consultation took place on the 22nd of February. They explained COOLSCULPTING to me and they showed me other people's results as well. And then they measured me and they weighed me and the marker like tickled so bad. Like I am so ticklish on my stomach. It's not fair. I'll insert a clip here. Do not judge me because I look big and my hair is not done. Okay.
I know I have a really short torso.
I know that's
which is good.
Really?
Really? I mean, good for in this instance.
Okay.
But less that we kind of have to treat up top. So we've got one there.
I know. I always wish I had a longer belly.
All right. So I think with one there and one there would be sufficient. Perfect. I think we'll definitely focus on that lower abdomen. And then this would kind of just be like if you wanted to maybe add on this top part up here later on to see. We want to focus on this first to see if this kind of drops everything down. If it doesn't, then we can kind of reassess this part, but you wouldn't need a lot here.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is we would want to do this area probably twice, at least, and then to really see what those results are like. See if you're okay with those results, or if you wanted to continue with more, you could probably do more. But I think treating that area 2 times would really get you more of just kind of like the reduction effect that you really want, but not making it look unnatural with the rest of your body. Yeah. Sound right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I ended up being a large cup, but I will explain about that cup in a second. But the large cup fit my fat in the first session. I came back on March 9th. I'm looking down at my paper. I came back on March 9th for my first session, which I got 4 sections, 2 at a time for 45 minutes each. I got my lower abdomen and my flanks done because those are my really insecure areas of my body. The process, the COOLSCULPTING, going through those 45-minute sessions are not bad, like at all. Like those weren't bad at all. I was just chilling with my sister, watching Lucifer, playing Animal Crossing. Like we was chilling, and they have like, you know, wine, they have seltzer water, they have snacks, like whatever you want. They have coffee. So I was just chilling. I was chilling. I was comfortable. I was bundled up. My stomach was cold, but it was all good. It was just like, whoa, okay, that's fine. Basically, the cool down part. And after the massage afterwards. The massage, I'm gonna just let y'all see the clip first. Roll it, editing, Micaylah.
How's it feel?
Okay, so just sit up nice and relaxed for me. This arm is up. Oh, there we go. Nice and secure. I don't want this to go anywhere. How you doing so far? Doing okay? Yeah. Alright. Come around here. Go ahead and lean back just a little bit for me. I just want to see how you're feeling. It's okay. The cold's not on yet, so if we need to readjust it, we can do that. I might just take this off. Might be a little bit more comfortable. You still feel the vacuum suction? Okay. So it's okay. If I need to take off the pillow, we can do that. That's fine.
Teamwork.
Like, that one goes up and down like nothing, but this one's a struggle. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do we do before that? Crap load of DVDs.
Yep.
DVR, so you could save your shows and then watch them later. And then before that, yeah, it was, if you weren't home to watch it, you didn't get to watch it. Or you had to wait till they came back on reruns or something. Maybe you haven't watched Pretty Little Liars.
I know. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like I was too young to watch it when I saw it.
Back to this one, okay? What are you doing? Hold that for you. Sorry, I'm all. Yeah. Maybe a little bit.
Huh? Okay, thanks.
I'm actually going to start on this one just so I can take this one out first so we don't interrupt this one with that one. Alright? Ready to go? Okay. Here comes the cold on this first one and the after, okay? Let me know when you start to feel it. You start to feel it already? Now it gets to negative 11.
Ooh,
Negative 11.
girl.
And then after about 7 minutes or so, it'll go down. But once it gets to about that 5-minute mark, it'll feel like kind of like it's burning a little bit. It's normal. Just your skin's and your body's reaction to it. And then it'll go down. How are you doing?
It's not like I thought it would feel.
No? How does it feel? Yeah?
Not like bad.
been about a minute. It's gonna get a little bit worse. But nothing you can't handle. You got this. Let me give this one more minute and then I'll get started. The two sides are going to feel a little bit different. Typically on the flank side, it's going to feel a little bit more uncomfortable just because it's a little bit less fatty and it's closer to like your spine and your organs and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little bit more uncomfortable, especially when I'm doing this on. Okay. Feeling that, yeah. It's not fun. Like the pain injections. Yeah, those suck.
Right in my neck. I was like, oh, I had to tell him.
Yeah. Did it work for you at all? Yeah, that's good.
It's intense. So what?
Turn this big light off. So you guys can relax.
Oh my, she's all set up. Look at her. How you feeling? Intense? Yes.
Actually, I'm going to bring up the seat all the way because I know you're going to get up to the rest of the wall. So.
It already looks kind of different. Like just a little bit. I saw this episode. Oh, this is the episode you talked about. So you messed up what he did.
Exactly. He's in all of us. In our every moment of weakness.
Embrace it.
Sorry to change.
Don't give me credit for all of that. You can still plenty on your own.
I think it's fun.
Really?
Yes.
Good. This
I think I'm just oversensitive about that part of my body.
on the side.
Yeah.
There's more nerves
You
on the
look
side, too,
uncomfortable.
and they start running down your legs.
I feel like you want to laugh. There's a certain spot where it tickles that. You're so stupid. Why am I like this? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yes. Yes. Satan. Old scratch. Actually,
Magic Motel or to take a vacation in Los Angeles.
It's gonna be a little bit more sore in the next 2 days.
I'll
and then when
make
the
sure to
numbers wear
take
off,
care
then
of
it'll all be
her.
a little bit like pins and needles.
Sometimes it's easier to make issues.
That massage, like, that was so bad. And like, I know I'm laughing, but I laugh at pain, which I'm like really I'm weird, but I laugh when I'm in a lot of pain, and it was so painful, y'all. Like, that massage afterwards is very, very, very uncomfortable. I even bolded it and underlined it on Paris. I even bolded it and underlined it on this paper. Like, it was so, I hated it. I 100% hated it. The cool down part wasn't as bad the first time. Like that, I got it was a little painful, like pins and needles. Of course you're gonna get numb. You do get numb for like 1 to 3 weeks. It depends on your skin. And I had the sweat and nausea, but it's only 15 minutes after each session. So after each 45-minute session. But it doesn't happen too often to people. Jordan was like, this doesn't happen often, but it does happen. I was like, oh, of course, me. Of course. But yeah, it was uncomfortable. I'm gonna roll another clip of me getting up for the first time. Like I wasn't having it. So to get into the bruising and swelling after the first session, this first picture is the same day after the appointment, like 2 hours after the appointment at 9:28 p.m. on March 9th. You can see where my body is a little bit swollen on the sides and bruised. Well, it's not really swollen, it's kind of more so bruised. So you can see that there. The pain level was like a 6 at that time. I was just really, really exhausted. And then on the 10th of March is where I was like, whoa. I was like, ooh, what is this? I went to work the next day, which I regret. I totally regret it because, like I said, this doesn't happen often. People can go to the gym afterwards, but of course, not me. This picture was by 8:54 a.m. and the pain level was an 8. And then this picture was the same day at 12:08 p.m. The pain level was still an 8. And then this picture is 12:12 p.m. and the pain level was still an 8. I bruise very easy, honestly, so that doesn't surprise me. Honestly, I really bruise really easy. I just bruise super easy and I swell really easy. So that's just me. That's just my body. I wasn't expecting that. And they weren't expecting that either. But it happens. It happens. But it was worth it. But it happens. So worth it though. And this is 3:11 at 9:53 in the morning. The pain level was like a 7. And this is the same day at 6:35 and the pain level went down to a 7. I did like a comparison right after day 2 morning, day 2 evening, and then day 3. You can see how swollen I am. I swelled really bad on one side compared to the other. I bruised more on one side compared to the other, but it was painful. It was uncomfortable, but it was worth it. And this picture is 3:19 at 8:48 a.m. Just pins and needles were happening. Like I wasn't even no bruising. Like you know how it bruises are sort of touch. It didn't help happen that much no more. But the pins and needles were the most annoying thing ever because they would like shoot sometimes, and it was just like it was just my skin getting its feeling back. So honestly, just keeping like compression shorts or like high-waisted leggings or something on, or like high-waisted biker shorts really helped. I would not go anywhere without that, and I still kind of don't because I just got used to it. Definitely recommend compression shorts or like high-waisted leggings, something like to keep everything together so it don't like jiggle around everywhere, because it does feel like your stomach's like sitting, like falling to the floor, because you can't feel anything. So this is a comparison photo of like a week and 2 days, which the swelling went down super fast and there's no pain and no bruising, but it was still really numb, of course, but it was very quick. Like the bruising went away in like 3-4 days. The pins and needles just wanted to linger, and that was the most irritating part about it. But if I kept myself busy and like didn't focus on it, I can ignore it a lot. Like it was easy to ignore. And this is March 31st at 12:24 p.m. There's absolutely no pain, no nothing. I just felt like I needed to document a photo because it's been a while. So these are from March 31st in the middle of the day. And then here's a comparison before 3 weeks. So that's before and 3 weeks of my first session. And then these photos are April 21st, which is the day of my second session. This is the smallest I looked. And honestly, I was like, wow. This was like first thing in the morning. I was like, seriously, like, wow. Like I felt really confident. I went and got my sister. We went to the second session. And then here is how we apply the cup. As you can see, it did not want to stick because I did lose a lot of weight. Like the large cup did not want to stick. I lost a lot of weight. Well, I lost a lot of fat. Let me rephrase that. I lost a lot of fat and that cup almost didn't want to stick. So I guess she almost had to use a medium cup. She didn't tell me this until afterwards because the last I didn't want to hurt. I don't like pain. It wasn't too awful bad. Like During the second session, during the COOLSCULPTING, I got really nauseous, but I did go in the sun 3 days before that. So it's probably because it was just like whoa to my body, but I got really nauseous, and this was the part where I was like, don't touch me, sister, do not touch me. Like I was walking around the COOLSCULPTING room like I was in labor or something, and I was like so nauseous, like I really wanted to throw up, but my body just couldn't. I wanted to throw up so bad. I was pacing back and forth from the bathroom to the COOLSCULPTING room in between the sessions. Like I just need a moment. And she said it's because I have less fat cells there, and because I went to the beach beforehand. I don't recommend going to the beach. Don't go to the beach before you get this done. Like give yourself a week after the beach, because I guess your skin still pulls in the heat, like it holds the heat. So my skin was still kind of heated up, and it was just like a shock to me. Like I was like, oh, my body was like, what in the world are you doing? So that, and the massage hurt even worse this time, because it's like a deep tissue massage for just 2 minutes. But that second session made me mad. I was mad. I wasn't mad at Jordan. I wasn't mad at Ovosk Med Spa. I was mad at myself. I was like, why, Micaylah? Why does your body have to be like this? So like I was really frustrated during that the 15 minutes. It felt like it was the longest 15 minutes of my life. Like the cool down process after that session was so painful. Like it wasn't even painful. I felt more so disoriented, and it was painful, but I just like rubbed a washcloth on it and took that away. But the nausea, bruh, like the nausea was so bad. So I didn't take many photos after. I just wanted to like, you know, give it time. Like I didn't obsess with taking photos like I did the first session, because I was like really experiencing something new, and this wasn't new to me anymore. So yes, May 3rd, this is like I was still a little bit swollen here. I don't know why my body swelled like that, but I didn't have bruising the second session. My body like literally did not bruise one bit. The pins and needles were bad, but it did not bruise. And after your sessions, they also do the MyAct treatment, which is like an electric shock. That helps with the pins and needles so much. It helped to wake up my skin, but it also helps like burn down like the fat, like break down the fat cells. So I love those treatments. Those felt so good. Like I wish I could get some more just because. Here's a comparison between before week 4, 6 weeks, and 8 weeks. And here, this is just a comparison. This isn't my before and after. This is just a comparison. Y'all ready for the before and after? Like, I don't think y'all ready for the before and after. I want to show y'all so bad. Okay, so this is a before. You see it? I got a pot belly, you know, gang. This is after. Like, what? Like, I did not know I was this big. And to see that's what I look like now. Probably a little bit smaller. I would rather look like this any day than that. Like I just can't. Like I would so rather look like this. Like I'm over the moon of these results. Like I was really discouraged at one point at like the 8-week mark. I was like, dang, like I'm not losing anything. I didn't feel it. But my boyfriend was like, you look thin. Like shut up, basically. And I'm very proud of myself, but I'm also so thankful and grateful, because these results are just like, I really feel really confident. Like I don't find myself trying to hide under my clothes anymore. I don't find myself trying to hide under my clothes anymore. I don't really care if I'm in a bikini. Like y'all, I wore a bikini to the beach. I haven't worn a bikini since I was in high school. That was 9 years ago, I think. 2013, I graduated. I haven't worn a bikini since then. And now, 27 years old, I wore a bikini. I never thought I'd be in a bikini again, but hey, I'm feeling good about myself. Like, I highly suggest this. Like, y'all, my sister got a kick out of it too. My sister was like, and then laughing at me because I was like laughing so hard in that one clip. So it was a really good experience. Before I end this video, I wanted to go through what Ovosk Med Spa has to offer instead of just COOLSCULPTIng. Again, thank you COOLSCULPTIng. Thank you Ovosk Med Spa and your staff and everybody. I am so thankful. Like I cannot wait for that. And I'm over the moon. I'm just over the moon. I'm just like, I feel like a new person. I feel really like a new person, like honestly. So the contact information will be below, and they have free consults, and they do have payment plans as well. So what they offer at Ovosk Med Spa is COOLSCULPTIng skin age technology, which I have on Instagram as well. So definitely go check that out. I thought my thing stopped recording. They have massages, spa and facials, Botox fillers, mesotherapy. Not sure how to say that. Vitamin and glow, body contouring, which is cool toning, and skin rejuvenation and laser hair removal. So if you need any of that, just please go there. Like I feel so comfortable there. Like I love the staff so much. I feel like they really cater to what you need and not like just push stuff on you. I feel like that's the vibe I get. I feel like they're really down to earth. They're very respectful. Like I'm obsessed with that spa. Like I probably gonna go back there and get some massages real soon because I need some. I need it. But yeah, if you have any questions, please leave it down below because I think just in case I missed something or like you just have general questions, comments, tons of comments, please, because I will be watching this video and looking at it a lot to answer some comments. I'm really good at answering comments, so definitely leave comments down below and I may do a part 2. I will let you guys know if I'm seeing like major, like more changes than this. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video and thank you so much, Ovosk Med Spa.